So I literally just started filming and then I heard this voice behind me go, attention, and Shani's apartment building decided to start doing fire hazard testing. So now there's this voice that keeps going, test 1 2. So I'm going to try push through and see how much I can do without that being annoying.
Test 1 2.
He kind of keeps cutting me off and it keeps going for like every 10 seconds, but we'll work with it. Guys, it's Rani and welcome back to my channel.
Test 1 2.
Perfect timing. So today I decided to film a full face only using E.L.F makeup. I've seen this video do the rounds on YouTube and I love the idea of making affordable makeup work and seeing how it works. So I've got a bunch of E.L.F products in front of me and I'm going to try them all out and I'm going to use only E.L.F on my face. Also, if you're new, I would love for you to subscribe and join the family. We're almost at 100k. That is honestly so insane. So I'm going to start out by priming the skin with the E.L.F Hydrating Face Primer. When I read Hydrating Face Primer, I thought this was going to be like a moisturizing face primer, but this is a lot like the Benefit Professional. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using the E.L.F Oil-Free Foundation in the shade Buff. Now, I was actually reading the directions on the back of this foundation and it does say to reapply every 2 hours, so I don't really like the idea of that, but we're going to see how it goes. It is... I also have this E.L.F foundation serum. I have one in the shade Fair Light and one in the shade Light Medium, so I might take the Fair Light one and try to mix it in with this foundation just to see if we can make the colour a little bit lighter, because it does look extremely dark for my skin tone, so hopefully. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend that into my skin. Shani made me Shani made me buy a real beauty blender now that I'm staying with her, and it has honestly changed my life. Like, if you don't have a real beauty blender, you have to get one because they are so good. So that is half my face with one layer of foundation, and I'm not going to lie, the coverage is actually really nice and it sits quite nice on the skin as well. I mean, moving on to concealer, I have a few different concealers here. So I'm just going to take the original E.L.F concealer in the shade Light and apply this under my eyes and down the bridge of my nose to highlight. So hopefully this is light enough to highlight. Okay, that is literally the same colour as my skin tone. It is brightening up the under eyes a little bit. It just doesn't have a lot of coverage. So maybe this would be good if you just want like a light coverage concealer, but I mean, I always have like full intense high coverage concealers under my eyes because my bags are so bad. Now I'm going to lightly set and bake under the eyes with this E.L.F sheer transparent powder. This is so tiny, the packaging. To set the rest of the face, I have the E.L.F finishing powder or the E.L.F pressed powder. So I might give the pressed powder a go just because usually when I set my face I use a pressed powder. In the pan this almost looks a little bit green, but I'm sure that's me just being like colorblind or something. It's a little bit dark. What do I do? So I do find that pressed powder a little bit patchy, but I guess we can work with it. So now I'm going to take the E.L.F Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer and I'm going to lightly bronze up my face. Now I'm just going to take this E.L.F Golden Bronzing Palette. I have hair fluff on my nose. And just blend all the shades together and apply it onto my cheeks and the outer parts of my face just to bronze up the skin a little bit more. And I'm going to take the blush and apply it to my cheeks. I'm a little bit scared because this colour does look a little bit frightening. So yeah. Now that the face is almost finished, I'm just going to... Why is that doing that? Now the face is almost finished, I'm lastly going to highlight with the E.L.F. Moonlight Pearls highlighter. Now I did see Jeffree Star make a video on this and he said he loved it, I'm pretty sure, so I'm really excited to see how this goes. Oh. Whoa. Oh my goodness. For a $3 highlighter, that is absolutely stunning. Now moving on to brows, I'm going to take the E.L.F. I don't know why I keep saying E.L.F. because this is an E.L.F. full face of makeup, but the E.L.F. eyebrow quad in the shade medium, and this has a gel and a powder in it. So I think I'm going to start out with the gel and then go in with the powder. And I think I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer as well, just so you can get a better look of how the eyes and the eyebrows, turn out. Now that you're close and personal, you can probably see everything that's going on. I mean, the nose contour isn't amazing, but everything else went pretty well, especially the highlight.
Is there a microphone or speaker in here?
Right there.
How are you doing it?
I'm just, every time he speaks, I just stop and start again. But I mean, I'm doing fine.
Test 1, 2.
So I'll talk, so I'll say like, so now I'm moving on to, and then I'll go, so now I'm moving on to, and then quickly try to say it before it stops. Uh-oh. I just forgot to turn the microphone on. Lucky I remembered because I haven't done much. All I said was I'm moving on to eyes and I'm going to be using the Prism E.L.F. eyeshadow palette. The shades in this palette is absolutely stunning, but all the shades are shimmery. So I am just taking the E.L.F. bronzer and blush compact, and I'm just taking the bronzer and blending that through my crease as my transition shade. Now for the lid, I'm going to be taking this shade here. This is just like a light peachy gold. It's actually a really nice color, so I'm going to apply that all over the lid. I have really sensitive eyes, so the moment that eyeshadow gets in my eye, I'm just like, whoa. I'm now just going to quickly go ahead and jump off camera and apply some falsies, and I will be right back. So I just went ahead and applied some half lashes, and now I'm just going to take this shade here in the palette and apply that on my inner corners just to highlight and open the eyes up a little bit more. Okay. And now moving on to the very last step, which is lips. I'm going to be using the E.L.F. Blushing Rose liquid lipstick, and I'm just going to pucker up and apply these to my lips. Apply this to my lips, and my lipstick is something else. And one last step, I almost forgot. I'm just going to take the E.L.F. Makeup Mist and Setting Spray, and I'm going to spray my face just to lock this makeup in all day so it doesn't slide around. I think this makeup look would be really good as an everyday neutral makeup look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I hope you're all having an incredible day, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Bye! Dun dun dun.